Looks like we got the Ida line starting. Evan on the left wing, Scarborough on the right wing, and Carvallis and Tui on the back end. Puck works its way over in front of the Kings bench. Tui picks it up, moves it over to Carvallis. Carvallis moves it up to Ebbett. Phoenix applies some pressure on the entry. Phoenix pulls it over far side. Stretch pass near side here. Carvallis with some pressure there to break that up. We have a little bit of issue with the video right above here. Carvallis peels it off the wall, gets it over to Tui. He moves it up to Scarborough, but there was a Coyote there to disrupt that. Coyotes drive it into the Kings zone. Carvallis pushed off the puck. Ida circles back into it. Stretch pass gets broken up there, but comes right back to Ida. Ida drives it all the way down. That's going to be icing. Not having the red line. So face-off coming back in the Kings zone. Oh no, this that face-off dot's in the obstruction. Make a little bit of adjustment. Puck gets pushed into the corner. Coyotes with it behind the net. Rowan comes in, drives it up the wall. Pack picks it up on the half wall, moves it up to Baker. Baker cuts through the neutral zone. One guy to beat. Gets the puck knocked off of his stick, but Rowan comes in and roofs it. Top shelf, right corner. Baker got the puck knocked off of his stick. Rowan followed up and picked the right corner, and the Kings are up 1-0. Yeah, Rowan picked that.
Oh.
Baker got the puck knocked off his stick, and Rowan followed up. So Rowan with the quick goal and a 1-goal lead for the Kings here early on. Steps in for the face-off. Pack battles for the puck. He pushes it over to Modry. Baker comes in for some support. Coyotes. Oh wow! Out of midair. Out of midair, the Coyotes tie the game quickly. 3-on-1 develops, and that was a nice goal. Wow. So trading goals early on. 1-1 game here. Not even a minute and a half through the game. A little baseball bat swing. Can't really do much with that. Modry steps into it, gains the red line, drives it into the Coyotes zone. Dean in on the forecheck. Coyotes come away with it. Cut across the red line, drive it into the Kings zone. Bocherov back in the corner. Falsky in there for support. Puck gets moved out in the neutral zone. Coyotes with it in their own end, regrouping. Puck moves through the neutral zone. Dean jumps on that, pokes it into the Coyote zone. They're going to come out the near side here. Disrupted by Tui. Puck punched into the corner. Carvallis picks it up there. Coyotes come away with it. And puck here on the end. Rafalski skates into it, moves it over to Tui. Tui up the wall, chipped off the wall, quickly moved to Carvallis. He punches it out ahead of him, right here at the red line. Kings go for a change. Carvallis has it, gets it over to Tui. Tui moves it up to Coffin. He chips it up to Ida. Ida gets it over to Ebbett. Quick transition over to the side there. Coyotes able to get it out. Ida skates into it in the neutral zone, moves it over to Carvallis. He gets it over far side to Tui. Stretch pass through the neutral zone, broken up by the Coyotes. Comes out Ebbett, just out of his reach. Coyotes able to drive it into the Kings zone. Tui picks it up, drives it over to Carvallis. He moves it up quickly into the neutral zone to Ebbett. He chips it in deep into the Coyote zone. Goalie comes out, throws it up the wall. Coyotes able to transition it out. Dolan comes in, stretch pass Sends it over, drive in wide of the net, Evident on the forecheck. He wraps around far side wall. Rowan comes in with some pressure. Scarborough comes in. That's transition back behind the Coyotes net. Up the wall and out. Evitt poke checks it off the puck carrier's stick. Pack in on the pressure. Baker off the bench. Puck comes out to Pack. Baker's got to try and get back on, and just not enough quickness. And offside entry. Puck comes back to Dolan. In his feet, he pushes it up to Baker. Baker chips it into the zone. Rowan in on the forecheck. He gets there first. Cycles it back down to Baker. Comes off of his stick. Coyotes take over. They move it up the wall. Carvalho's unable to hold it in. Rowan circles back. He chips it right back into the Coyotes zone. Kings touch up. Baker in on the forecheck. Loses an edge again. I just got those skates sharpened too. Pat comes in, nikes it off. Nikes it down to Baker. Baker off the wall. Centering attempt. Deflects off a stick. That's played with the high stick. The referee's caught that. So I don't know what's going on with the skates on Baker, but they were sharpened before the game. Coffin in on the forecheck. Puck moves around far side wall. Dean over there with some pressure. Coyotes are able to skate it out. Cross-ice pass, misses the target. Modry there with some pressure. Coyotes push it in the zone, transition it off the wall. They go far side, back to their D. Chip it in down low to the far side corner. Rafalski picks it up, moves it over to Modry. Modry up the wall to Coffin. Coffin sends it up to Dean. Dean hands it down to the ice and into the corner. Cross ice pass. Moved out into the neutral zone. Bocherov turns around, gets the wheel spinning, moves it up to Scarborough. He chips it into the corner. Coyotes pick it up, reverses it back up the wall. Wow, quick transition from Dean or Ida out to Evitt. Just missed. Another transition broken up by the Coyotes. Ida picks it up, shoots it wide of the net. Modry drops down to the half wall, chips it back down into the corner, gets it out to Bocherov. Bocherov's drive off the crossbar, and the puck comes just beyond him. Bocherov circles back over, picks it up. Met with some pressure on the half wall. Coyotes able to move it out. Kings got to touch up. Evitt right back into the zone. Sends one in. Glove save.
The red line was confusing. Yeah. I thought Diaz was not offside. I was like, wait, what's the red line?
Dolan steps in for the face-off. Moves it back to Dolan. Dolan's shot deflected. Came in lightly in on goal. Baker in on the forecheck. Pack down there in the far side corner. Rowan with some pressure on the half wall. Pack in with some support. Puck moves back to Panamino. Panamino's drive wide of the net. Baker picks up on far side, gets chopped up the wall. Pack there for some support. Rowan picks it up. His centering attempt poked back into the corner. Comes out to Pack, just out of his reach. Baker chips it into the corner. Rowan picks it up. He tries to center it. Gets deflected into the corner. Pack comes in with the poke check. Poke back into the corner. Baker's got it. Reverses it back up into the slot, just out of Rowan's reach. Baker and Pack with some pressure on the half wall, held it in. Now the Coyotes able to skate it out. Coyotes drive it wide of the net and into the Kings zone. And it looks like we got a penalty on Panamino.
Sorry.
Panamino's got the cross-checking call. Coyotes going to get the first power play opportunity here. Puck shoots over to the far side, or near side wall here. Ebbett skates into it, met with some pressure at the red line. Pushes it into the Coyote zone. Coyotes with it. They transition right back through the neutral zone. Corvallis moves it over far side. Comes over to his stick. Coyotes move it back to the D. They go D to D. Shot. Glove save. Avakian. Coyotes move back to their D. They go D to D. Shot. Save. Kicked into the corner. Scarborough with it. Coyotes come away with it. They go cross ice. Near side here. Half wall. Down low into the corner. Back up to the half wall. Back out to the D. Playing with it on the perimeter. Wow. What a great little pass there to the back door. Shot wide of the net. And must have deflected, or net came off of position. Modry with some pressure in the corner. Rowan comes over. Coyotes move it back to their D, back down onto the half wall. 55 seconds left. Back up to the half wall, back out to the D. Shot, glove save. Coyotes move back to the D, back into the corner now. Woodruff there drives it up the wall, held in, comes back into the corner to Modry. Coyotes move it back to the D. They switch positions. They go D to D, cross ice, back into the high slot, back down low. Shot blocked, back to the half wall. Coyotes with some movement in the zone. 21 seconds left on the power play. Shot, glove save. Coyotes move back to the D. They walk the wall, cross ice pass along the blue line, down to the half wall, far side. Gets deflected in on Avakian. He pinches it, keeps it in the midsection there. 3 seconds left. Puck gets hoisted up and over the glass. Panamino out of the box, even strength. Tui drives it behind the net. Carvallis picks it up. He moves it up to Ebbett. Ebbett transitions it out to Scarborough. He chips it into the Coyote zone. Coyotes pick it up there. They move it up the half wall. Back to Carvallis. Carvallis shot. Gets through. but was deflected, so it made it through lightly onto the goaltender. He puts his glove over it. Got a 2-2 hockey game on the other rink. Ebbett steps in on the face-off. He pushes it into the corner, reverses it back up. Ida comes in to help him out. Ebbett sends it back to Dolan. Dolan walks off the wall, shot about a foot wide of the net. Scarborough picks it up on the half wall, moves it back to Panamino. He drives it down, comes back out into the neutral zone. Coyotes pick it up in their own end. They transition it through the neutral zone, cross the red line, down the right wing, into the corner. Centering attempt, broken up. Ida gets the wheel spinning. He cuts across the red line. He's got Abbott coming with him. Ida trying to make a move, and then he gets around the one guy and then gets knocked down by the other. Scarborough has it behind the net. He tries to get it out to Ida, but just out of his stick wheelhouse. He had to kick it up. Coyotes transition back into the King zone. Shot, wow. That was a shot that he tried to make a stick move around the defender, or a shot, and it ended up being a stick move. And then he got a shot off on Avakian. He kept it. Rowan punches it up the wall. Gets it over to Pat. Pat chips it up to Baker, but cut off by the Coyotes. Move back into their own end. Rowan in on the forecheck. Back in on the forecheck. He chops it away, takes it over, cycles it back down to Rowan. Puck moves by Rowan. Coyotes come away with it. Coyotes transition back into the King zone. Centering attempt. Picked up by Bocharov. Broke it up nicely. He gets the wheel spinning. He's got Modry 2D. He drops it back to the pack. Bocharov's got it. He gets it over out in front of Baker. Baker's picked up a deep position. Now he drops down low into the corner. Centering attempt. Pack's got it behind the net. He gets it out to Rowan. Rowan sends it in on net, but deflected before it gets there. Bocharov picks it up on the backhand, moves it over to Pat. Pat tries to get it to Baker. That's cut off by the Coyotes again. Now Rowan chips it up to Baker. Baker fighting through some pressure there. Pack in the corner. He chips it off the puck carrier stick and he's going to take a tripping penalty now. Coyotes transition far side. Pat comes back, touches it up. So Coyotes is going to get a second power play opportunity here. Rafalski steps in, punches the puck forward. Coyotes come away with it in the corner. Carvalho circles back, picks it up, looking for the outlet pass. That's cut off by the Coyotes, chipped back into the corner. Coyotes come away with it. They circle out. Shot, gets off. Another shot, save Avakian, picked up by Tui behind the net. He backhands it up the wall, held in by Coyotes. Scarborough's able to chip it out of the zone. Coyotes with it in the neutral zone. Looking to go right back into the King's end. Drop pass, back down into the corner. Centering attempt, chip just wide of the net. Coyotes with it on the far side half wall, back up to their D. Shot, deflected before it gets in. Scarborough picks it up, sends it up and all the way down. That's going to go for icing. Rowan steps in for the face-off. Dolan picks it up, sends it all the way down. That's going to make its way in on net, so no icing. Goaltender's going to cover that up. Going to have a face-off deep in the Coyote zone. .306 left in the first period. 55 seconds left in the pack. Tripping penalty. Rowan steps in. He pushes the puck forward. Coyotes jump on the loose puck quickly. Transition it through the neutral zone, cross the red line, down the left wing. Botrov pushes the guy wide, pulls it behind the net into the near side corner. Coyotes move back to the wall, half wall. Back up top. Shot. He's trying to get a deflection. Avakian pushed it into the corner. Back up to the Coyotes D. They go over far side, half wall, into the circle. Shot blocked into the corner by off Panamino. Coyotes with it back in the corner. Rowan poke checks out up the wall. Held in by the Coyotes. Puck transitioned out. Rowan chips it up over to Panamino. Panamino hoists it up and all the way down. So that's going to be icing. Penalty's over. 2:04 left in the first period. Puck comes back to the Phoenix D. Transition wide. Wow, that was back and forth action through the slot area. Dean chips it up. That's held in by the Coyotes. Modry's got to come over and pick that up. He drives it over to Botrov, hops over his stick. Chipped up to Rafalski off of his stick, back into the Kings zone. Picked up by Botrov. He moves across the red line. Rafalski picks it up. Moves it back to Modry. He kicks it right back to the Coyotes. The zone entry shot. And that was a blocker save over the glass and into the netting. Abbott steps in. He pushes it forward. Coyotes down the right side. Wow, back door, and they score quickly. So off the offensive zone faceoff, Coyotes win the faceoff, and they take a 2-1 lead here with 1:21 left in the first period. Ida steps in for the face-off, pushes it back. Scarborough jumps on a loose puck. He fights through pressure, gets the puck knifed off of his stick, goes back to Botrov. He winds up, drives it, and Scarborough couldn't corral the puck on the backhand. Scarborough with it behind the net. He goes up the wall to Botrov. Botrov over to Panamino. He had some pressure there. Coyotes transition right across the red line, back into the right-hand corner. Shot, save, Avakian. Rowan steps in for the face-off. Pushes it forward, Coyotes shot, blocked. Pack picks it up on the wall, hoists it up and out, all right, back in. Coyotes transition it near side wall here. Avakian comes out and plays it, pushes it into the corner. Coyotes are over there though. They move it back to the D. Into the corner, that's poked off. Roland picks it up, he chips it out. That goes right back into the Kings zone. but offside's being called. Rowan fighting for it, comes out. He moves it up to Pack. 2-on-2. Pack lines up, drives it, blocked back to him, pushes it up the wall to Tui. Tui gets it down to Rowan. Rowan chips it down to Baker, back out to Pack, and he fanned on it. The puck works its way in on goal. Goalie puts a glove over it. Rowan steps in, moves it back to two. He comes off of his stick. This guy overskated, or it would have been a one-on-one. A little bit of late action here. Period action. Looks like Ida's line out. Moves it back to Panamino. Panamino stretch pass over to Dolan. He moves it up the wall. That's cut off by the Coyotes and driven back into the Kings zone. Avakian out to play it, pushes it into the corner. Panamino's met with some pressure. Coyotes come away with it. Panamino and Ida battling for it. Picked up by Dolan. Moved up and out by Ebbett all the way down. How's that icing?
It is.
No, Scarborough got to it first. He was.
No.
Oh, that's right. Caught it.
Almost.
Past the line.
The multiple lines confusing one.
So face off deep in the Kings zone. Rowan steps in for that. Pushes it into the corner. Modry drives it up the wall. Baker chips it up out into the neutral zone. Back in. Modry picks it up, moves it over to Dolan. Dolan chips it up to Pack. Pack quickly goes over to Rowan. Rowan backhands it into the zone. Baker in on the Baker on the forecheck. Coyotes transition out. That's cut off by Bocharov. Baker chips it back over to Modry. Gets it back to Bocharov. He cuts across the red line down the right wing into the corner. He gets the puck knifed off of his stick. Coyotes take over on the half wall. Stretch pass, far side. Chips it into the corner. Rowan comes in to help out. One Coyote, two Kings. They chip it out to Baker. Baker turns around, hoists it up, but not out. Nope, now it does. Find its way out. Bocharov chips it right back up into the neutral zone. Comes off the wall to Baker. Baker with it. He gets knifed off the play. Coyote stretch pass. That's going to go for icing. Nope, gets waved off. Carvalho sends it up behind Dean. Dean wasn't expecting it. Coyotes with it in the zone. Gets pushed back into the Coyotes' end. Far side corner. They move it over near side now. Dean in on the forecheck. Coyotes come away with it. Held in by Rafalski. Chipped down low to Coffin. Coffin, cross-ice pass to Dean on the back door. Dean quickly transitions it back up. That's cut off by the Coyotes. And moved up and out. Rafalski takes it over in the neutral zone. Drives it in on the backhand into the Coyotes' end. Dean in on the forecheck. Coyotes stretch pass. Comes all the way out. Tui drives it far side wall. Held in by Ebbett. Off the deflection of the skate, back into the zone. Coyotes transition it right back out again and drive it into the Kings zone. Avakian comes out and plays it, moves it over to Carvalho. Carvalho with the stretch pass. Hits Scarborough. Scarborough looking for some help. He sends it in. Kicks into the corner off the pad. Quickly transitioned off the wall by Ida to Ebbett. Comes right back to Ida. Drives it down the wall to Scarborough. Scarborough back up the wall to Ida. Ida back down to Scarborough. Has Ebbett on the back door. Just handcuffed him. Was unable to pull the trigger on the one-timer. Ida steps in on the face-off. Pushes it into the corner. Coyotes transition over the far side wall. Stretch pass out of the zone. And Panamino comes over with the crushing blow on the puck carrier. Comes back to the Coyotes. They have it behind the net. Centering attempt broken up by the Kings and pushed out into the neutral zone. Play right here underneath us. Kings push it back into the Coyotes' end. Stretch pass. Kings go for a change. Coyotes trying to catch them on that. They drive it into the Kings' zone. Modry back to pick it up. Moves it over to Bocharov. Bocharov to Pack, came off the wall. Back into the corner. Bocharov comes back, picks it up. He gets knocked off the puck. Rowan's going to skate into it. He's got Bocharov following him. Rowan in the corner. He pushes it up the wall to be intercepted by the Coyotes and moved out. And icing being called on that clearing. Game's 3-2 on the other side. Ducks have a 3-2 lead over the Dallas Stars.
Reacting to them.
Rowan steps in on the faceoff. He pushes it over to the wall. Modry drives it into the corner. Coyotes jump on it. Transition it up the far side wall, or near side wall. Puck pushed back into the corner. Coyotes come away with it. Rowan in on the forecheck. Shot over the net, picked up by Bocharov near side. Stretch pass hits Baker. Baker, one guy to beat. He just can't get around the defender. Puck pushed into the corner. Coyotes transition it out through the neutral zone. Pack picks it up at the red line. Quick change. Coffin comes off the bench. Coyotes move it up and out. That's moves out in the neutral zone. Tui trying to hold up and enters the zone offsides. 10:29 left in the second period. Coyotes up 2-1. Puck comes back to Tui. He drives it in on net from the red line. Coyotes pick up the rebound. Coffin with some pressure behind the net. Stretch pass near side. They chip it into the Kings zone. 2-on-1 develops. Shot wide of the net. Moved up back to the far side D. Shot blocked down by Rafalski. Rafalski looking to stretch pass over to Dean, but that's chipped up and broken up by the Coyotes. Abbott comes in and takes the puck away. Yet has it out to Dean, just deflected out of his reach. Dean looking to pull the trigger right away. Looked like it hit something and deflected wide of his stick. Ida steps in on the faceoff. Pushes it through. Coyotes take it over. Skated out of the zone. Cross the red line. Broken up by Panamino. Panamino drives it up the wall. Held in though by the Coyotes. Puck moves over to Dolan. Dolan's stretch pass hits Ida. Ida with some speed down the left wing. Makes a move around the defender. Pushes the puck into the corner. Coyotes wrap it around the far or near side wall. Scarborough picks it up here. Drops to the top of the circle. Shot. Rebound.
Oh my God.
Wow.
He's into the net.
He's getting like corralled.
Yeah.
A head-
See that number?
a choke-
What's his number? 98?
chokehold.
He's being choked. That's it.
So Coyotes got two
Yeah.
guys going to the box and two Kings going to the box.
Oh, they're all into timeout.
That's interesting.
Because they ganged up on Scarborough.
No, they had Ebbett by the neck. Interesting. Ida pulls it back to Botro. Botro with the drive, deflected off of Ida's stick, and in all alone. Shot, big save by Avakian. The net comes off. Avakian comes up with the big save on the breakaway. Botro shot, deflected off a shin pad, created a breakaway opportunity. Rowan steps in. Coyotes win the faceoff. They drop it on the half wall into the corner. Quick transition out. That's deflected just out of the reach of the shooter's stick. Makes its way all the way back down into the Coyote zone. Baker in on the forecheck. Coyotes move it over far side wall. Botro backhands it down. That's gloved down by the Coyotes and transitioned out. Back to Botro. He chips it over to Baker. Baker with it. He backhands it in just beyond Rowan's stick. And Coyotes able to send it back out. Driven back into the zone, in on goal, kick to the side. Coyotes reverse it back up the far side wall, into the corner. They try the near side wall now. Baker comes away with it, makes a move, gets the puck knifed off of his stick. Coyotes come away. Dewey comes in, crushes the puck carrier.
I'm sorry.
Coyotes transition out, and Avakian puts a glove over it. Takes the stick from a Coyote player into the glove, trying to knock it out. .803 left in the second period. Ida steps in on the faceoff, pushes it forward back to the Coyotes D, transitioned into the slot area. That's broken up. Sorry. In that corner, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Moved out. Rafalski gets it up to Dean. Dean gets a wheel spin in. He gets it right back over to Ida. Come off of his stick. Coyotes take over, transition it right back out. And another one, another breakaway opportunity. Broken up by Panamino nicely. This rink, we're so vertical on it. The can see what Christine's texting. Let's see, let me zoom in. Rowan steps in on the face-off. Oh, did we get a penalty? No. Puck on the near side wall here. Shot, save. Another shot, wide of the net. Avakian reaches out. Loose puck, it looks like. Ebbets out of the box. Garbo's out of the box, so the matching penalties all come out.
Scarborough says something to us getting off, isn't it?
Yeah. 5-2 for Ducks. They took over.
What's that?
5-2 for the Ducks. They took over.
Oh, the Ducks won?
But they're at 5-2. They took over that game. Yeah, I know.
Who are they playing?
The Ducks.
So Ida pushes it back to the D. Shot, save, Avakian. Ida pushes it back. Shot.
That's it.
Deflected back. Ebbets going to jump on the loose puck. He's got Scarborough with him. Shot. Over the net. Tui picks it up. Drives it just wide of the net. Behind the side. Stretch pass. Broken up. Tui knifes that off. Coyotes down the right wing. Shot. Deflected. Into the near side corner. Coyotes off the wall with it. Shot, deflected, moved up. Coyotes hold it in, drive it into the far side corner, but over the glass and into the netting. So 6:26 left. Looks like we lost reception here, so we're back. Modry with it. He moves it up the wall. Baker chips it up the wall and out.
That's it.
Coyotes transition back through the neutral zone, back into the King's end. Botrov drives it right back out. That's an in and out entry. Offsides being called. Baker back to Botrov. He moves it over to Modry. Modry puts it over into the neutral zone to the Coyotes. They transition back out of the zone, all the way back into the King's end. Modry back to pick it up. He drives it over to Botrov. Christine, your head's in the way. Just rinks over the ice, like I said.
Send it.
Rowan picks it up. He fans on the attempt to get it over to Pack. Modry's got it at the red line. He drives it into the Coyote zone. They move it up the wall. He sends it 2 feet wide of the net. Baker's got it in the corner. He transitions it down to off of the ref skate though.
No.
Trying to get it to Pack. Puck comes out. Drop pass. Centering. Wow. Came out. Quick little transition. Shot wide of the net. Makes its way far side. Coffin over there battling for position. Modry drives it up to Rafalski. Rafalski's pass got broken up off a skate. Transition back in by the Coyotes. Carvallis over there with some pressure in the corner. Rafalski's pass broken back up, pushed back to the wall. Dean picks it up, he chips it out of the zone. Coyotes with it in the near side corner. Dean in on the forecheck. Coyotes move it up the near side wall here and back out through the neutral zone. Cross ice pass broken up by Ida. Pushed back into the Coyote zone. They go D to D. Ida in on the forecheck. Held in by Tui on the backhand, knifed into the corner to Ida. Ida fighting through some pressure. Has Ebbett with the shot. Deflected high over. Ida puts it in the corner. Wow, Ida backhanded it out to, who was that in the slot? Ida? I thought Ida backhanded it out.
No, I think that final was shot.
All right, so somebody backhanded it out to Ida. Ida buried it and tied the game.
I think it was Dean.
With Dean with a nice little backhand pass out to Ida in the slot. Nice offensive zone pressure. 4:04. 2-2 game. Coyotes get tossed out of the face-off. Ebbett chips it into the zone. Transitions back out. Coyotes drive it back into the Kings' end. Avakian out to play it. He pushes it back up the wall it came from. Ebbett transitions it out into the neutral zone. Coyotes punch it back into the Kings' end. Tui has it on his stick, drives it over to Carvallis. Carvallis back over to Tui. Tui crossing the red line, moves it up. That's intercepted by the Coyotes. Coyotes with it now, going back up right underneath us. Tui jumps on a loose puck, pulls behind his own net, backhands it up the wall.
Get it.
Ida trying to poke at it, gets knifed off of his stick, pushed back into the King's zone. Tui back to pick it up. Stretch pass. Scarborough fan on the headman attempt. Coyotes dump it into the zone. Rowan with some support. Coyotes come out of the corner with it. They try and backhand it short side. That was just wide of the net. Rowan with some pressure. Carvallis over there battling for the puck. Tui comes in, fills the puck out of traffic, moves it up the wall. Coyotes punch it back into the corner. Tui drives it right back up the near side wall here. Scarborough chips it up the wall through the neutral zone and into the Coyotes' end. Their goalie comes out and plays it, drives it up the near side wall.
Take it.
Baker unable to, he chipped it in briefly. Whoa, toe drag around Rowan. Down the left wing, drop pass to Pack. Pack has the puck into the corner. Drives it over to Panamino. He comes right back to Pack. Pack transitions it up, hops over Ida's stick, comes out to Baker. Baker chips it in to the corner. In on the forecheck. Moves it up the wall. Gets chipped just beyond Panamino. Coyotes zone entry in the slot. Shot. Avakian with the save. 1:50 left in the second period. Face off coming to the right of Avakian. Bocharoff jumps on a loose puck, moves it over to the wall of Coffin. He moves it right back over to Bocharoff. Bocharoff up the near side wall here. Dean skates into it. He chips it up the wall and out of the zone. Coffin in on the forecheck. Coyotes back to pick it up in the corner. They move it right back up the near side wall and chipped out of the zone. Rafalski in on the pressure.
Shane should have drilled.
Bocharoff circles back, drives it over to Modry on the far side corner. He moves it up the wall. Right to a Coyotes defender who drives it in on Avakian. He puts a glove over it. 1:19 left in the second period. Puck pushed back behind Avakian. Bocharoff drives it up the wall. Scarborough jumps on it. It's able to make a move around the defender. He finds himself down the right wing. Shot! Just missed the top right short side corner. Move back to Modry. Modry drives it back, but that's off a pad. Botrov on the back check, hits it out. Wow, big save by Avakian. Another big save.
Come on, guys.
Nice poke check.
That's a trick.
And that's it. 46. Oh, the net's off again. Big save by Avakian, 2 or 3 of them. These shots off the pads turning into breakaways and odd man rushes, creating opportunities for the Coyotes. Face off coming to the left of Avakian. Rowan steps in for that. Shot deflected by a Coyote out to Rowan. Rowan backhands it up to Baker. Baker chips it into the zone, into the corner. He fights for position, tried to get it out to Rowan. That comes off, finds its way over the far side wall.
Watch out, watch out.
Chipped into Carvallis. He moves it over to Tui. Two Hills on it, moves it up to Rowan. Puck comes off a ref stick, back out into the neutral zone. 5 seconds left. Shot deflected into the corner behind Avakian. And that's it. So after 2, we have a 2-2 hockey game. Third period coming up after the ice cut. For your intermission entertainment. Looks like we get the Ida line starting to ebb it on the left wing, and Scarborough on the right wing punches it into the Coyote zone. They move it back and forth, D to D, far side, back over near side here through the neutral zone. That's into the King zone. Tui back to pick it up. He reverses it back up the wall to Carvallis. Carvallis circles back away from pressure. He gets pinned up along the wall. Puck punched over the far side corner there. Scarborough picks it up, headmans it up to Ida, comes off of his stick.
It's almost like a
Coyote's able to transition it back through the neutral zone. Ida circles back, chips it over to Panamino. Panamino drives it down the near side corner. Kings go for a change, Rowan in on the forecheck. Packet on the forecheck, gets chipped out. Baker chips it up and out of play.
Well, he really wanted ribs. He really wanted ribs, but I have
Face off center knot.
too, and he's like, I don't want to go back to that.
Rowan steps in for it.
I told him maybe after this game.
He chips it over to the near side wall here. Coyotes transition it back up through the neutral zone. Panamino missed the check. Pack back to pick it up in the near side or far side corner. He gets it over to
More of like a gourmet.
Panamino through the neutral zone. He's got it at the red line. Chips it in off a stick into the Coyote zone, far side corner. Pack in on the forecheck. Puck moves over near side wall here. They reverse it up the wall. Modry unable to hold it in at the blue line. Coyotes transition it out through the neutral zone. Drop pass into the slot. Save kicked into the corner by Avakian. That came out and in. Referees didn't see it that way. Quick shot. Another quick shot saved by Avakian. And now the net comes off.
So let's cancel those out.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think we've had at least 2 hours in the box.
Modry peels it out of traffic, moves it up the near side wall here to Coffin. He gets met with some pressure. Coyotes hold the zone. Rafalski comes in, strips the puck carrier, cleared it off of Botrov, back into the slot, pushed back out to the half wall. Battle along the half wall in the obstruction area. Shot over the net. Battle along the near side wall here. Coyotes come out, shot,
Get them off the
Avakian
ice.
save, tried to pick the short side, Avakian stayed tight.
Did you get your phone? Didn't show up yet? You know, once you're here and you have the PC, it's not like you need it to like GPS you around.
Coyotes peel it out of the circle. Carvallis battles for possession over there in far side corner.
You have to hit these kids.
Carvallis gets a cross check to the back. No call. Carvallis pushes it over to Tui. He loses an edge. Abbott tries to chip it up the wall. Back down to Tui. Over to Carvallis. He goes up the far side wall to Scarborough. He backhands it out of the zone. Quick transition through the neutral zone there.
That's some boys.
Carvallis comes back, gains the red line. Drives it in, knocked off of his stick. Coyotes go the other way, 3-on-2. Tui breaks that up nicely. Pushed into the corner. Carvallis battling for it.
God damn it, they keep coming
Coyotes come away with it. Tui battling through some pressure. Abbott chips it up and out of the zone. Coyotes go high off the glass. Out in the neutral zone. Pack picks it up, drives it back to Panamino. Panamino gives it right back over to a Coyote. Walks in, shoots it wide.
Lucky.
Another breakaway opportunity for the Coyotes. Come up short. Kings playing with some things here. Baker has the puck, gains the red line, chips it into the zone.
Pressure.
Coyote comes out, plays it, drives it right back up. Baker's got it on the corner, drives it down to Rowan. Rowan with it behind the net, puts it off the wall to himself. Pack comes in, pressure comes out to the side of the net. The goaltender puts his glove over it.
He doesn't back down. He never backs down.
When he grows, he's going to be a force.
And he finally gets pure. He started. That's all that's right.
Rowan steps in on the face-off.
Size catches up with his mom. He's going to be good.
Rowan gets tossed out. Baker steps in. Puck gets tied up at the feet. Pack pills it out, gets it back to Tui. Tui winds up in a shot, glove save. Rowan steps back in. Puck gets pushed into the corner. Coyotes jump on it. Baker picks it up. Quick transition behind Rowan. Coyotes with it. Tui pinches that off nicely. Carvallis comes in, picks up the loose puck, pulls up behind his net, gets it over to Tui. Tui headman pass up the far side wall here. Rowan's got it. Baker pulls up on the blue line. Rowan's got it on the far side. Centering attempt. Doesn't get connect. Puck moves back to Tui. Carvallis calling for it. Headman pass on the red line here. Coyotes with it in their zone. Baker with the open ice check on the puck carrier.
Nice push, Rowan. That's a nice back check for Rowan. Get him.
Coyotes with it in the slot. Shot high over the net. They move it back to their D. Shot deflected wide. Another shot over the net. Ings really flirting with pressure. Gets it up to Pack, just out of his reach. Transition right back through the neutral zone. Coyotes with it back into the Kings end. Botrof over there. Pressure on the puck carrier. Botrof drives it up the wall, not out. Push back into the corner.
Come on, skate, Shades, go.
Botrof with it. He cuts in the zone. Slot shot. Save. Coyotes goalie.
Just it's a laser.
No, yeah.
18-20. or 10-20. It's only 16-minute periods.
Filling it.
Rafalski steps in for the face-off. Coyotes get tossed.
Oh, but it's still the body has to.
Coyotes pull it back into the corner. Coffin jumps on the loose puck. They move it up the wall. Rafalski hit with some pressure. Dean comes over, drives it right back into the corner. Coffin picks it up.
Go with the net.
Coffin cycles it back down to Rafalski. He goes right back down to Dean. Dean goes back up the wall to Tui. Tui winds up. Shot deflected. Just wide. Coffin got a deflection, but wide of the net. Coyotes able to transition it up and out. Tui back to pick it up. Circles behind his own net. Looking for the stretch pass. Hits Rafalski in the slot area. Doesn't get it out. Comes back to Carvallis. He circles away from pressure.
Jackson's in there. Send it.
Carvallis dancing around deep in the zone. He stretch pass hits Ebbett. Ebbett kicks it over. Nobody over there. Coyotes jump on it. They drive it all the way in on goal, so no icing. Carvallis picks it up. He moves it over to Bocharov. Bocharov stretch pass has Ebbett. Comes off the wall though, out of Ebbett's reach. Coyotes transition back far side, and that's going to go all the way down for icing. So 9:07 left in the game, 2-2 hockey game. Face off to the left of the Coyotes goalie. Ida steps in on the face-off. Puck comes in on the Coyotes goalie right off the face-off. He covers that up quickly.
Outside the zone.
Ida gets kicked out of the faceoff. Scarborough steps in. Scarborough gets back to Ida. Ida over to Bocho. Bocho's drive wide of the net.
We're going to get behind.
Puck trickles up the wall. Ida comes in, picks it up, gets it over to Bocho. He chips it up the wall. Kings drive it in to the Coyotes end. Ida picks it up in the near side corner here. It goes back to Modry, but comes off a skate out of his reach. Bocharov back to pick it up. He goes over to Modry. Modry looking for the stretch pass. Back over to Bocharov. Behind him, though, he has to recover, drive it back into the zone.
That's it.
Goalie plays it up the wall. Scarborough picks it up. He drops it back, but Bocharov is going for a change. Bocharov steps into it and drive deflected wide onto the near side half wall. Ida with it. He gets back to Modry. Modry back down to Ida. Ida has some pressure. Goes back to Modry. His wind-up drive is wide of the net. Scarborough and Ebbett battling for it. They get it back to Bocharov. Moves over to Modry. Down to Ida on the half wall. Ida with some pressure. Gets it back to Scarborough. Ida off the wall. Backdoor pass to Bocharov. Out in front of him. Comes off the wall. 2-on-2, but Bocharov or Ida gets back. Shot way over the net. And it looks like an offside entry, actually. Got a team warming up over here. 7:47 left in the game. Roland steps in on the face-off.
Drop the puck.
He always takes too long.
Back and rolling, battling for it in front of the Kings bench. Trickles loose. Back, Bocharov gets it over to Baker. Banamino tried to drag his foot. Baker mishandled it at the blue line. An offside entry occurs. was that final score over there? Or nothing? 8-2. Looks like the Ducks beat the Dallas Stars 8-2 on the other rink. Owen steps in on the faceoff. Coyotes drive it into their zone. They drive it up the wall. Baker and Rowan in on the forecheck. Coyotes move it over far side, come back near side. They go back and forth, tic-tac-toe, east and west. Dolan with the check in the corner. Coyotes stay with it. Rowan comes in, moves it back to Panamino. Panamino moves it up the far side wall to Pack. Pack hits Baker, hops over his stick, drives it in the zone. Rowan picks up the loose puck, goes high off the glass, not out. A shot comes in on Avaki and he redirects it into the corner. JS Pack tries to pull it back towards the wall and get around a guy. Puck gets pushed back into the corner. Baker comes in, fills it up, backhands it up the wall, but not out. Centering attempt, all alone. Pack breaks up the scoring opportunity with a stick lift. Coyotes transition it back into the corner, back out of the slot, and Panamino ices it. Hida steps in. Coyotes driving it in behind Avakian. Carvallis picks it up there. Stretch pass, deflected out in the neutral zone. Hida comes in, lifts a stick. Takes the puck. Battling for it in the corner. Comes out. Tui over to pick it up. He drives it right back into the Coyote zone. Kings touch up. Ebbett in on the forecheck. Coyotes able to transition it up and out, and that's all the way down for icing. So 5:35 left in the game. 2-2 as you see on the scoreboard. I know I'm not updating the other one. I started it again without the updating it, so ignore that.
I'm moving back into LA soon.
Face off to the right of the Coyotes goaltender. Rafalski steps in for the face-off. Scarborough gets tripped up in the slot area. Coyotes transition out through the neutral zone. Down into the corner. Logie back with some pressure. Coyotes go back to their game, fumble at it. They throw it right back in. Coyotes got to touch up. Scarborough picks it up. He chops it up the wall. Coyotes pick it up there. They transition right back out of their zone. Fan on the cross ice pass. Backhands it back into the King zone. Modry back to pick it up. He circles it back over to
Shane, all the
Botro.
way down. There you go.
Stretch pass. Hits Shane on the right, or Dean on the right side. He gets disrupted with. Modry holds it in, punches it back down the wall, but now the Coyotes transition out. Here goes a 2-on-1 again. That's an offside entry. Not caught by the referees. Botroff on the back check, picks it up. He has to work around the ref traffic. Transitions back through behind Coffin into the Coyote zone. They were able to hoist it back up and out. Carvallis picks it up in the neutral zone. He drives it over to Botroff. He goes right back to Carvallis. Carvallis stretch passes to Coffin. He backhands it in the zone. Rowan in on the forecheck. He's got a stick held. No call. Carvallis picks it up. In the corner. He spins away from pressure. Shot. Big rebound. Dean had it on the side. And wow. The goalie's able to get a glove over it quickly. A little bit of a rebound on the shot from Carvallis. Face off to the left of the Coyotes goalie. 3:52 left in the game.
His face off back to the corner.
Yeah.
Rowan chops at it.
Can be a strike.
Gets pushed back behind the Coyotes net. They move it up the near side wall here. Coyotes able to transition it out through the neutral zone, cross the red line. Makes its way in on Avaki, and he puts a glove over it. 3:39 left with the 2-2 hockey game.
It's almost like sudden death.
Rowan pushes it back. Coyotes hold it in. They shot, deflected, high over the net. Tui back there to cause some disruption. Centering attempt picked up by Pack. Pack transitions it over to Baker. Baker gains the red line down the left wing. Transitions it over to Pack. Hops over Tui's stick. Goes back to Baker. Back out in the slot. Nobody there. Coyotes drive it up into the neutral zone. Transition across the red line. Coyotes with it down the right wing. Shot. Save. Kick behind the net. Comes back to the Coyotes. Centering attempt out to the slot. Another shot. Avakian stays strong on the short side. Puts a glove over it. So scoring opportunity is being traded here. Late in the game with a 2-2 tie.
I know. Like your natural tendency is to jam it in. Like, soccer.
Coyotes win the faceoff back. Shot gets in on Avakian. He deflects it into the corner. Coyotes with it. They move back to their D. Go D to D. Shot another cross-ice pass. Deflects wide of the net. Botrov picks it up on the far side there. Moves it up the wall to Scarborough. He pushes it out into the neutral zone. Coyotes take over there. They move it up the wall. Panamino picks it up. Gets knifed off of his stick. Puck moves back into the King zone. Botrov peels it off the wall. Goes back to Panamino. Panamino stretch pass. Hits Scarborough. Scarborough transitions. Aida pokes it into the corner. Abbott picks it up. Another centering attempt. Comes back to Botrov. Deflects off a stick to Ida in the corner. Ida with it. He stick handles around defender. Gets it over to Panamino. Panamino's a one-time shot just wide. Another one deflected. Abbott trying to battle for position. Puck comes off. Ida pulls it off the wall. Into the slot. Shot. Wide of the net. Evan picks it up in the far side corner, cycles it back to Scarborough. Scarborough tries to get it back out to Ida. Ida goes up the wall to Botrov. Goes over to Panamino. Panamino's drive with a shot deflected wide. Picked up by Ida. Scarborough with it in the corner. Coyotes come away with it. Ice it all the way down side of Avakian. So that's going to be icing. 1:34 left in the game.
Take a timeout, give them a rest. Good
Send
timeout.
that.
It's a good timeout.
He'll send that to you.
Looks like Kings call timeout.
Probably never break. If it was new, it would probably yeah.
I don't know if we can handle it. Can't we handle it? Yeah, maybe we can't do that.
Face-off coming deep in the Coyote zone. 1:34 left on the clock. Looks like Enid Pulls in to take the face off. Wins it back to Bochro. Bochro's drive. Way wide of the net. Ebbett chips it back behind the Coyote zone. They move it up the far side wall. Carvallis drives it right back down. Scarborough's got it in the corner. Scarborough's centering attempt comes back to him. Ebbett picks it up. His centering attempt. Nobody there but Coyotes. Bochro tries to hold it in. Unable to do so. Coyotes come away with it. 3-on-1. Centering attempt. Edith pulls back. Lifts a stick. Comes off of his stick. Sends it back up to Bochro. He gets a wheel spinning. Down the right wing. Shot. Deflected into the corner. Comes back to Bochro. Bochro with it. He peels off the wall. Comes in. Shot. Low side. Kick save by the Coyotes goaltender. What a good save that was. Wow.
Another timeout. Timeout. Smart.
Ref's trying to get him going. 46 seconds left. Ebbett steps in. Pushes the puck over. Rowan on the half wall. Comes to Bochro. Bochro walks off the wall. Shot. Deflected. Gets it back to Bochro again. Another shot deflected by the Coyotes D. They chip it up. Looks like they're going to get a breakaway opportunity. Nope, that's going to be icing. 24 seconds left.
That was close.
Ebbett steps in, pokes it away. Scarborough gets back to Bochro. Bochro gets it over to Carvallis. Carvallis winds up and blasts one from the point. Far side low. With 16 seconds left, Kings take a 3-2 lead.
Mr. Dependable, isn't he?
.9 seconds left on the clock. Those offensive zone face-offs end up hurting you. And looks like the Coyotes took one too many. It's going to be a Fury 16 seconds. Probably going to pull the goaltender here. Let's see.
And that's all I got.
That was what?
That's all I got. That was the first 2 minutes. Yeah.
It's a tough game to keep up that pressure.
When I first started, I played it.
It makes you, you're watching players and they bring it to 3 periods 90% of the time. And there are games where they don't show up, but it's all we got.
So the Coyotes pull their goaltender, 6 skaters to 5. Puck gets punched back. Coyotes gain the red line. They drive it into the Kings zone. Bochro pins it up on the wall there. Coyotes jump on it. Centering attempt cut off by Carvallis. He pins it up on the wall. 5 seconds left. Puck comes loose into the corner, and that's going to do it. Hey, that guy just slashed Carvallis to the back of the leg.
Did he?
Number 9 there.
Strong.
He's got his number. We'll let Carvallis know who did that. He probably already knows.
Strong. I know.
Kings pull away late in the game. Take a victory here, 3-2 for the Coyotes. Keep an eye on the handshake here.
7.7 seconds.
Next game, 5 o'clock CST time, 3 o'clock PST. Thanks for tuning in. It was great to get the 3 points there.
Yeah.